It isn't often that official detective magazine assigns me to write about a crime in a place as fashionable as Miami Beach, Florida. One of the wealthiest communities in the United States, and an ideal stamping ground for the thief that local police had nicknamed the Creeper. Captain Payne of the Miami Police was a frustrated man. Each of the pins on this map represented a house that had been burglarized by the Creeper. When the captain was promoted to head the force in this millionaire's paradise, he figured the job would be just routine. But 33 robberies in less than 2 months was something he hadn't bargained for. Either he found a way to nab the Creeper once and for all, or he'd be back pounding a beat in the hot Florida sun.
I understand, Mr. Goldsmith. We're doing everything we can. How close were the patrols spaced together last night?
We covered the town with every available car. Had men on foot on all the cross streets.
Yeah, here's the first report. From Mr. Goldsmith on Palm Drive. He woke up this morning to find his trousers, billfold, and $100 in cash gone. Besides his wife's jewelry, which is kept in a locked dresser drawer. Number 2. 4 blocks away on Ferndale Street. The Creeper entered the home of a Mrs. David Parker, made off with a considerable expensive jewelry plus $60 in cash.
Nobody saw him?
Miss Parker fainted when he waved a gun in her face. 2 robberies right under the noses of our patrols. Let you and I go out and question the victims in person. Maybe there's some scrap of information they can give us.
Let's go.
Captain Payne and Officer Robertson visited both victims' homes. Mr. Goldsmith had slept through the robbery and could provide no information. While technicians searched futilely for fingerprints, the captain tried to make sense out of the terrified Mrs. Parker's story. The police eventually found the wallets, but in each case they contained only the fingerprints of the victims. And a continued check of the pawn shops throughout the area failed to uncover any of the stolen jewelry.
This fellow's uncanny. We patrol to the west, he goes to the east. We move the patrols to the east, he goes to the west.
Well, maybe in spite of everything, we should feel lucky.
Lucky? How?
Well, nobody's been hurt yet.
I've thought about that a dozen times, and that's what keeps bothering me. Keep wondering what's going to happen if someone wakes up and gets in his way. Someday he's going to use that gun.
Yeah, let's hope we get him before that happens.
Julian, just relax. You're nothing to worry about. We made a thorough search of the house and grounds. He's gone.
Could you give us a description?
I couldn't see his face. It all happened so suddenly. He had his hands in front of it. But he seemed tall, 6 feet or better. And he was dressed in dark clothes, almost black.
He must have stepped in some mud before he got 1 foot in the living room.
We'll be busy here for at least another hour, Mrs. Julian, with fingerprints. If you'll just remain calm, I'm sure you can help us.
I'll try. I'll get some coffee.
I'd say he was wearing crepe-soled shoes.
It looks that way. About 10:30 or 11.
That tallies with Mrs. Julian's description of a tall man.
Well, we got the whole neighborhood blockaded within 2 minutes after her call. If he's on foot, we got him trapped.
Take care of it. There's a burglar in the house.
I'll go through the house. You cover the back. The house is clean.
How did you guys get here so fast?
We were only 2 doors down investigating a burglary at Mrs. Julian's.
You mean he knew you were right down the street and broke in here anyway? What kind of a police force have we got here anyhow?
I'll answer that after we get the creeper.
Can you tell us what was missing?
My wallet, $230, my wristwatch, and he took some jewelry out of the dresser.
Can you give me a description of him?
Well, it was dark in there. I really couldn't see too well. He had on dark clothes and he was tall, a big fellow. Oh, I really couldn't tell you what he looked like.
We may have enough to go on. We'll keep in touch with you, Mr. Lee.
Don't bother. The mayor's a friend of mine, and you'll hear from him in the morning.
Captain Payne ordered a relentless checking of the files. The department concentrated on criminals using a method of operation that resembled the creepers. An ex-con named Charlie Hatch was the only one that answered the description. Officer Robertson broadcast a description of Charlie Hatch to the entire force. Several days went by with no results. And in the meantime, the creeper continued with business as usual, burglarizing 5 more homes. Once again, the police patrols were on the wrong part of the west side. Again, the blockade circled the entire district, and once again, the creeper vanished. And so it continued night after night, until over 70 burglaries by the creeper were reported. Captain Payne's map began to look more and more like a Christmas tree. Then a cab driver tipped off Captain Payne Charlie Hatch could be found in a bowling alley on Main Street. What's the beef?
Get over here against the wall. Get your feet back. All right, let's have a friendly little talk, Hatch.
That'll be the day when you cops get friendly with me.
Sit down. All right, give.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you read the papers?
Sure. So what?
Then you've been reading about the creeper.
Yeah, sure. You can't hang that on me.
Why not, you fit?
Look, it's no good. I got a job. I work steady. I had my lesson.
I know somebody who says you didn't.
Who?
A woman. The woman who caught the creeper coming in her window.
Well, you just take me to her.
I'll do that. Where are you living now?
Round the corner?
Any objection to going over to your place to have a look around?
Not at all. Well, this is where I live. All one room of it. Make yourself to home. Don't forget to look under the rug. I can explain those.
You'd better. They better be good.
I repair them for friends of mine. Learned to work when I was in the big house. I'm a pretty good watchmaker. Gives me a little extra cash on the side.
Where are the tags to identify the owners?
I don't tag them. I know who owns them.
Not good enough, Hatch. Let's go downtown and talk some more.
I wouldn't have believed it, but none of them are listed here.
Our luck.
Get a list of the people he says they belong to and check them out.
What'll I do with him?
Let him go.
Yes?
Is your name Dave Pico?
Yes. Say, what are you doing with my pants? That's my wallet.
I found him in an alley over on 15th Street.
Oh, you must be mistaken. I just went to bed a half hour ago. I had over $800 in this wallet, over $200 in small bills and 6 $100 bills. Well, the $200 is gone. Let's see if my luck's holding out. Oh, boy, tonight's my lucky night.
Yeah, tonight's your lucky night.
We're doing something wrong, and I want to find out here and now what it is. The creeper's outsmarting us. He seems to know our moves before we execute them.
Maybe we're being too obvious. We're using painted patrol cars. They're pretty easy to spot.
That's true. If we put 5 or 6 of them together in a district, he'd know which section we're blocking out.
I know it sounds fantastic, but if this guy's carrying some kind of a shortwave radio, he could be tuned into our calls, do just the opposite of what we expect.
That's possible.
How about using our own personal cars? Maybe we can nail this guy.
What will we do for radio contact?
Well, all of our cars have radios in them. We could have contact, at least with headquarters.
How?
You know Dick Robbins, the disc jockey?
Robbins? Sure, what about him?
His show starts late and goes straight through till daylight. Those are the hours we're out. Now, we could rig up a code signal with Robbins. Keep tuned into his station on our private car radios. If the creeper hits, headquarters could put it on the air to us during his show.
Exactly. The creeper will be looking for patrol cars. He'll never suspect we're using private cars. And if he's using a radio, he'll be listening to police calls, not to a disc jockey's program.
Attention, Robertson. The man you want has just been seen at 261 22nd Street. Attention, Robertson. The man you want has just been seen at 261 22nd Street.
Car 4, go to the corner of River and Ridge. A man down. Car 4, go to the corner of River and Ridge. A man down.
Police officer, just a minute, I want to talk to you.
Are you hurt bad?
I hope not too bad, Captain. He got me in the leg the worst. I'm sure I hit him with my second shot. He went down right there at the corner.
Send an ambulance. My husband's been shot.
Get an ambulance over here immediately.
2490 18th Street. Ambulance. There's a gunshot victim. 2490 18th Street. Ambulance.
Stay with Robertson. I'll make the follow-up.
How are you, Captain?
How is he?
He shot up pretty bad.
I don't understand what could have happened. He just stumbled through the door and collapsed. Who could possibly have shot him?
Who are you?
Julie Ferguson. I'm his wife.
Has he ever been in any trouble before?
No. He's never been in any trouble.
Miss Ferguson, your husband shot a police officer not 10 minutes ago.
I don't believe it. It's impossible.
He had this stuffed in his belt.
Miss Ferguson, your husband may never have been in any trouble before. I'm afraid you're going to find he's in an awful lot right now.
No.
The unconscious man was rushed to the Miami City Hospital. Several days later, the creeper recovered sufficiently to confess to the fantastic string of burglaries that he had committed, including several the police were not even aware of. A search of his apartment turned up many of the stolen articles. Unfortunately, several of the most valuable pieces had already been disposed of. Upon his recovery, the creeper was brought to trial and found guilty on 6 counts of first-degree burglary. He was sentenced to the state prison for the term prescribed by law. Officer Robertson also recovered from his wounds and has been returned to active duty. Next week, we'll bring you another exciting and actual official detective story.